So, what's 9822? Let's take a look. Is a game engine glitch discovered by Crucify, which is this channel's owner. Shout out to Crucify. We're gonna link a link to his YouTube channel in the video description. So it lowers your FPS to 0 and freezes your game while active. So right away, right away you can see that it's great. And so this results in the game doing said stupid shit. 9822 happens when you input the interact E key, so the interact button. On PlayStation it would be X, on Xbox it would be A, more times per second than your frame count. This can be done via macro very easily by spamming the select key regardless of input device. So pretty much all you have to do is just macro the interact button, whatever it is on your platform of choice, and you just need to press it more than 60 times per second. And alternatively, you can map that to your scroll wheel with an auto trigger, and you can achieve this as well. So this is pretty much a macro. If you introduce a macro into the game, this pretty much breaks the game. So here's the deal. It allows any attack to hit early and become unreactable. It also extends iframes as long as it's active. So you'll see what it looks like in action. It is indistinguishable from packet loss. Here's what it looks like from the victim's perspective. It's pretty much an animation skip. Let's rewatch that. You see that? Boom. I think he'll show the slow motion. Typical Elden Ring fashion, an animation skip. So, as you can see, it turns Transient Moonlight R1 into an attack that is entirely unreactable. But yeah, like pretty much it makes any attack come out before the animation. Okay, so here's an example of the infinite iframe. This one is funny. It's just like, you know, you just stand there. Just lag. But it looks like lagging, but it's not. Like, you're just making the game engine lag, technically. And yeah, finally he gives an example of what it looks like from both perspective, the attacker and the defender. So I know this happens quite quickly, but basically when you're on the receiving end, you don't see the animation come out before you take damage. So take a look here. I don't know if you can see properly, but yeah, boom, there you go, right here. So he's still with the Kumo in the air, has taken damage, but like on this screen, you know, that's just the unfortunate. But on the attacker's side, the animation is already pretty much completed. Actually, look at that. Actually, I think it stops the game. Let's watch again. Yeah, it just lags on. It just lags on the attacker's screen. It, like, you can see it better with the halberd. Look at that. It's just a massive frame freeze. Look at that. Wow. Wow, dude. Insane. What a game, man. It really does look like packet loss. I mean, it's kind of recreating packet loss at an engine level. Kinda. This is beautiful. Just the ridiculous skips. The problem is that you can get it on demand. That's the problem here. It's that it's an action in game that's causing this. So it's not technically like as if like you were using cheat engine to achieve this. All you technically have to do is press the interact button enough times, and that happens. So it's not like it's something outside of the game that's creating that. It's the input in the game that's creating this. Sorry. So the worst part about 9822 is that it is impossible to tell from packet loss. And it's unlikely to ever be patched. I don't know about that. I don't know if it's unlikely to ever be patched. If it's brought to light enough, there's a chance, but you know, I'm not the most positive person when it comes to From Software. We've been burned too many times. Even though the patches have been good, they've not been good enough. So, well, we can still cover this, hope for the best, do whatever we can to get it fixed. And then after that, it's going to be up to you guys to see how widespread we can make this. Like, if this reaches Reddit. But yeah, hopefully this gets fixed. So that's pretty much it. So please raise awareness. Let your favorite streamers know. And let communities of other languages know. That's actually a good idea. Let Reddit know. He's right, though. So yeah, that's pretty much the game-breaking bug. I would say it is pretty game-breaking, if you ask me. That is, you know, that's like a level of bad that is legitimately game-breaking. The good news is that I think you need a macro to do it properly, so it's going to be less common on console. Console players save, not really, because you can technically macro on console as well. I know some players who actually have macros on console. But yeah, it's pretty unfortunate, honestly. On PC, this is a big problem because on PC, it's very easy to macro stuff. Like on PC, you can just have like a software in the background running. Like I think even DS4 Windows might have macros, I think. I'm not sure, but like some basics like controller softwares all have like macros like built into them almost. Alright, well, it is what it is. So this is what we're looking at here, and yeah, go give this man a sub. I did already, so this is just my I'm just not logged in right now. But yeah, there you go. Like, we just need to hold off until Armored Core comes out. Armored Core is gonna save us all. Haven't you heard? Armored Core is like redemption. Yes, PC, it's even more dead than it already is. Yeah, I don't know. Elden Ring was our savior from Dark Souls 3, and now Armored Core will save us from Elden Ring. Yeah, that's well said. You've seen people throwing knife, applying instant dead blight. Yeah. That doesn't surprise me.